Hello and welcome to this webinar on Graphology Corporate Consulting. At the onset, I would like to congratulate you that you decided to join this webinar because you think that you are capable and you want to do corporate consulting using graphology. You are a graphologist and you have been practicing for a while now, and you feel that graphology has a lot of potential. I also assume that you are doing good quality analysis and you are able to understand a person from his or her writing and signature. Now it is a time to understand how you can utilize your skill and abilities of knowing people, their behavior, and their personality traits. When we are doing handwriting analysis, most of the times I always mention that graphologists do recreational analysis. What is recreational analysis? Analysis where you tell people about themselves, you let them know about their personality traits and their behavior for no specific purpose. So that becomes a recreational analysis. So you're telling something to a person about him or her um, without any purpose. There's no reason why we are discussing this with the person. So it becomes recreational. I'm not saying that it always remains recreational. Sometimes people would ask you for suggestions, changes, insights, and you share your opinions, your views with them, and they happily make those changes in their writings, and they also see results. But you must have seen that most of the people do not work on themselves and they do not get results. And you keep wondering that if graphology is such a beneficial science, it can help me, why I cannot help people, or why people are not interested in bringing about change in themselves. So instead of banging your head on a wall, what I suggest you to do is find people who are really serious about the work that you are doing. Now, who is the person who would be very serious and committed to what you are telling them? The person who has the skin in the game. Now, when you are doing recreational analysis, the person who is listening to the analysis is having a choice whether to listen to you or not to listen to you because it's not having any purpose. The discussion is not having any purpose. But when somebody comes to you with a purpose and has a specific goal in mind, they are serious about the analysis that you are giving, and um, they are going to use your services. Now, who are these people who would be very serious about what you are telling them about a person from his or her writing? What I have seen is people who approach you for their personal development, who are very specific about what they want, are serious about uh, the suggestions or the analysis that you're doing. And the second class of clientele who's very, very serious about what you're telling them from the handwriting and signature is the corporate. So companies, organizations who want to know about their people, their staff, their employees, their candidates for recruitment. These are the clients, the corporate who are very serious about what you're telling them, and they are going to make a decision based on what you'll be telling them. So catering to them is always very satisfying and fulfilling because they are very serious about what you tell and they verify it and take action on it. So this clientele is a lucrative clientele because they understand the value of what you're telling them exactly in terms of money. So they can use your services and they understand the monetary value of using your services or not using your services. What is the cost that they pay when they hire without taking your services? They understand this, and so they are willing to pay you for the services that you are providing, and they are willing to work on the suggestions, or they are willing to take your opinions very seriously. So now I'm going to tell you about what are the kind of services that I have been providing to corporate for last many years. I have been in this field for last 16 years, and for last 10 years, I have been having serious clientele. Um, my clientele includes uh, corporate and industries from various backgrounds. It can be manufacturing. It is like traders, jewelers, retail shop owners, IT companies, and small business owners, also some startups, some government organizations. So I have been working with a variety of clientele, and I have an experience of working with them for different services. Not all clients take handwriting analysis services for a same reason. There are various services that we can provide, and I have been providing such variety of services to varied industries. And so I would like to share my experience with you, uh, and help you to start your own graphology corporate consulting, and be more satisfied and happy with the services that you are providing. You will feel more fruitful and meaningful when you do corporate consulting using graphology. So let me take you through this kind of services that you can provide to the corporate. So corporate is a clientele that you can cater to, and there are two types of services that I provide to the corporate. I'll be discussing one of them. So what we can provide is consulting and coaching. So there are two things that you can provide to uh, your corporate clients, and that is uh, corporate consulting using graphology and corporate coaching, executive coaching using graphology. Today, in this webinar, I am going to discuss about consulting services using graphology. So, why do companies use consulting? Why do they hire a graphologist uh, for consulting for their business or their uh, company? It's for two reasons. One would be employee assessment. They want to know about their own employees, their existing employees. There can be a lot of people working for an organization for many years, and they are happy with those employees. Maybe they want to know a little bit more about them. They want to know their behavioral traits, how they can utilize them better, how they can make them feel more uh, satisfied. So employee satisfaction, employee engagement, utilization of the personality traits of the employees, all these can be uh, the first reason. That is employee assessment for knowing their own existing employees, employees who have been working with them, and for various reasons they want to know their own employees. The second area where they consult the industries, the companies consult a graphologist is recruitment analysis. So this is one service that you can provide to your client, your corporate client, and that is for recruitment. So what does recruitment analysis include? Recruitment analysis is about screening and understanding the candidate who is applying for a job. We can tell the behavioral traits, whether it's a right job fit, and help the employer to make a decision. So now in employee assessment, what all things do we provide? What all services do we provide? And why is employee assessment through graphology used? So there are two areas, basically appraisals. So when you want to promote one person to a different job profile, you know that the person is successful or efficient at one job profile, but you are not sure whether when you promote that person to a higher level or give them a different profile, whether the person will be really efficient and will be able to take that job responsibility. So to understand that, for appraisals, for understanding whether the person is a fit for the culture, It can be for promotions. It can be for raise in their salaries or perks for their performance, future performance. They are looking for appraisals. So in appraisals, there can be two areas, like they are looking for a succession plan. They are looking for a career growth for a candidate or for the employee to move that person higher in the ladder. There, you need to know the person, know the person's behavior, whether the person would be suitable for that uh, job position, the higher position. And also promotions in the terms of giving more responsibilities, the same kind of responsibility, but handling more responsibility, handling more people, handling a team, handling clients, handling new markets. So that is one thing that they are looking for when they hire you as a graphologist or a consultant for their company. In employee development, what exactly is the company looking for? So, where do companies require graphologist help in employee development? They are either looking for developing leaders in their existing employees, or they are looking for improving the productivity of the person, their staff, their workers. So employee development in two forms: either at the same position, they want the person to be more productive and efficient, or they want the person to be promoted as a leader and take care of a team, lead a team, and go to the higher next level. So how they can develop an employee? So this can be done through training need assessment and designing programs for development of their talent. uh, so this is the graphology corporate consulting that you can do for the existing employees. That is appraisals, which include succession planning and promotions, and employee development through training need assessments for leadership and productivity and performance enhancement. The next area where consulting can be given for corporates, you can give graphology corporate consulting to companies for recruitment analysis, which is a well-known area but very less utilized. Recruitment analysis will include screening and headhunting. Screening is where you have a lot of candidates applying for a job, and you just screen them based on the behavioral traits, personality traits, or workplace behavior by looking at the handwriting and screening off, filtering off the candidates at a very initial stage of selection. So in a selection process, actually it's a rejection process. So you reject candidates who are not suitable, and then at the end you hire the person who seems to be the best available candidate for the job. So that is screening, filtering out of candidates in the selection process. So, using graphology at a very initial stage can help you to avoid interviewing candidates who are at the end not going to be proven to be suitable for the job because of their behavior. So, screening is very useful. This can be a quick service that you can provide to your organization clients, and this requires a lot of efficiency because the screening can be a mass employment drive. It can have a lot of applications. So collecting samples, screening them based on the criteria initially decided with the client, and providing with short reports very quickly is a very important aspect in this. Headhunting is where the second aspect of recruitment analysis, headhunting. Headhunting is where you use graphology for recruitment analysis at a later stage in selection process. So companies screen the candidates, they filter out the candidates, they interview them, and then they come up with a few candidates applications, and they ask you who is more suitable vis-a-vis each other, and doing a comparative study of the few candidates who have been filtered and are now almost at the last stage of filtering and screening and selection. So that could be headhunting, or very specifically, headhunting is like identifying people in the market available and headhunting for those talent. So, like if a company is looking for two candidates in the industry, in their industry, working in some other organizations for a very high position like a CEO or a general manager or something of that sort, and they want to pick that person. So they have a few people in mind, and they want to know who would be a better bet, because they are going to rely on that person for a turnaround or for a massive growth in the organization. So in that case, for headhunting, they use graphology. So in all these cases, you can use handwriting analysis, signature analysis, to know the person, to provide reports. So this is where you can give a lot of services. So having understood where a graphologist can come into picture, uh, let us understand how you can provide these services and what all goes in providing all these services. So when you are providing these services, you need to know a lot of nitty gritties and a lot of expectations of the clients. If you are going to provide shabby reports, if you are going to provide irrelevant reports and not standardized reports, not providing reports as per the requirements, you're not doing the first a discussion with the client about the requirement of behavioral trait and personality traits that should be considered in the report, then your analysis and your services will not be valued. Mind well, corporate is the client who is very choosy about what they want. They are very specific about what they want. And if you can provide those things to the client, they will be very happy, and they are the clientele who are very serious about what service you are providing, and they will use your service optimally, the best way it should be used. So I'm going to share with you the details of a workshop that I'm going to conduct. It's a training of 3 months, and it's going to be a 12 session program. If you are interested, uh, this is something that you need to know even before you think of providing corporate consulting. So if you are thinking of providing corporate consulting, you need to do this mastery course, because I have been working in this industry for so many years, and I know that there are very few graphologists who are seriously doing any corporate consulting using graphology. Either they are using different modalities, or they are doing corporate consulting in a very, very raw and naive way, which is not something that the corporate expects. So I am conducting this mastery course on Graphology Corporate Consulting, and you can be a part of it and get all the skills and know-how of how you can provide corporate graphology consulting and get a lucrative return on the skills and knowledge that you already have. So we have been doing this for last many years, and we provide corporate employee assessment, recruitment analysis, training need assessments. I help organizations to identify, develop, engage, and retain best talent for their organization development using graphology in a very systematic way, which I wish to share with you. And I want you to work with corporate client who are the best client known for graphology. So we have been providing graphology services to corporate to meet their need of trait-based and behavior-based employee assessment. And even you can do it if you do this mastery course on corporate graphology consulting. This is a 12 session program, 1 hour each week program. So this will go on for 12 weeks, that is 3 months program, and within 3 months you will be able to do proper corporate graphology consulting. By the end of the third month, you will already start doing graphology consulting for corporate, because this program is not just about how to do analysis. As you can see, the sessions: building client relationship and effective communication, handling common objections to graphology for employee assessment. I'm going to conduct specific sessions on this, where I'll let you know how to build a client relationship and effective communication with the client, so that you can get client, you can onboard a client, you can start giving services to clients. So identifying very common objections and concerns related to graphology and employee assessment. Can graphology be used in employee assessment? How can we rely on it? Whether it's a pseudoscience, whether it is really working, how to handle all such common objections. um, I have been facing these problems for so many years, and now that I have been in this field for so many years, now I know exactly what are the answers to be given to these common objections, which satisfy the client, and the client is willing to jump on and onboard for your services. So I'll be sharing my experiences with you, and the way I handle these common objections, and how you can handle these common objections that your prospects would be having. And these are the genuine concerns of your prospects, who would want to know some things before they become your clients and start getting your services. So if you know these things, you can cross the barrier, or else you will just keep facing failure and rejection from corporate. Uh, it's not just about being able to do recruitment and candidate screening or employee development or training and assessments. It's also about getting your first client. So I'll be helping you in that. Of course, I'll be helping you thoroughly about how to use graphology for recruitment and candidate screening, graphology for employee development, for training need assessment, in depth, in detail. We'll be having dedicated sessions for this. And it's not just a one way communication. It's also going to include a lot of group activities, collaborative work, and um, techniques and case studies, discussion of all the participants, just like you, who are interested to begin their corporate consulting. We'll be having a lot of group activities, a lot of discussion, role playing, case studies, which will help you to develop your confidence and skills and abilities to provide corporate consulting. Uh, We'll also be having a specific module on leadership development through handwriting analysis, how you can provide these services, because this is an area where organizations need a lot of help. We are also going to have in-depth involvement with the client. So you can provide advanced services like graphology for organization culture and team dynamics. This is specifically about if you are from the HR background, this is about OB/OD, organizational behavior, organization development. Once you start providing services to your client and the client is happy about the services, you can give them these services, which wherein you become an integral part of the organization. You are not a third party consultant only. You start becoming a part of their HR team, their strategy team, and you start using graphology for organizational culture and team dynamics. You can also be utilized, your services can be utilized for performance evaluation and succession planning, based on the behavioral patterns and personality traits. This whole program is also going to involve a capstone project, where you'll be working on a real world case, and that is going to be a very important aspect, the capstone project, for completion of your this workshop and this training. So this mastery class will get completed only when you participate in this capstone project, and then you are ready to jump into the corporate world and provide graphology corporate consulting services very confidently. Apart from all these things, what I'm going to provide to you as a participant when you join this mastery course, I'm going to provide you with a software that I use for generating reports, which is the key part of the service that I provide. So, designing the reports in a very systematic, orderly way, which is the requirement of the corporate. I'm using my own softwares for this, and I'll be providing you with access to these softwares when you complete these programs. So this mastery course includes the software. You will get access to this software, and you can make a decision of using this software in the future for your corporate consulting. So I invite you to enroll for this mastery course on Graphology Corporate Consulting, and I'm sure you are confident about your graphology skills and knowledge that you can utilize and contribute to the corporate world, who is the most serious client you can find ever. So make your decision and jump in, and eagerly waiting for you to join this mastery course. See you on the other side in the mastery course on Graphology Corporate Consulting. Thank you for participating today.